everyone, I'm Polly and today we're starting a brand new island here on the channel. This is going to be a Japanese inspired island and I've been wanting to start working on this island for the longest time. Pretty much since before my Halloween and Christmas island and also before my 7-day challenge. So as you can imagine, I'm just so hyped to work on this island. Toshiinaka means city and countryside, and that's exactly what this island is going to be. There's going to be a city part of the island, and then there's going to be a more rural or countryside. And we're starting off by the city side, because I knew that I wanted the resident services on the city side, and I have like ideas for what I want to do with the villagers and what I want to have on the island overall in terms of builds, but I didn't really plan where everything is going to be. So like when I'm choosing a map, it's always kind of random. I don't think too much about it. I don't spend like hours restarting the game trying to find the perfect map for my island. I just pick one of the 4 that show up and try to work with it as best as I can. That's exactly what I did here. I just know that I didn't want the 2 river mouths to be on the same side, like facing south. So I just went from there. The resident services are actually super close to the airport. I didn't necessarily plan that, but it just happened, and I tried to work with it. I definitely wanted the city side to feel a little busier and with smaller streets in terms of like the width of the streets. But since the resident services are so nearby, I don't mind this area being a little bit more open. I will have another, like on this tier that I'm right now working on, there will be the continuation of the city streets, and I'm planning on having it like looking a little busier. This area is a little more open, and yeah, it just happened. I always tend to make super open and wide streets for some reason. Like I guess I like to walk around. Some people prefer it that way, honestly, and I don't mind it too much anyways. This is going to be like an area kind of, the initiation of the island, and there's going to be like a busier part of the city, and there I want to have more modern and less busy side, little fancier side if you prefer that term. And so I think this area will end up tying the different areas together. On the first day that I was working on this area, I was not feeling that inspired because I had spent so much time getting the items customized and getting everything in order to start working, that when I actually started working, I didn't feel inspired anymore. So I still worked for like many hours doing almost nothing. But the next day, I decided to just give up and leave it for the next day. And thank God I did, because the next day I was feeling so inspired. Like I started working, and it was hard for me to stop working, honestly, guys. It was getting so late and I wasn't stopping. And I had to force myself, basically. I haven't worked on HHP yet. No, that's always how it goes. But I will start placing the houses on the correct places anyways, just so they're in the correct place and I can work around it. And once I have the whole HHP thing figured out, I will decorate the interiors. And yeah, when I first started working on this area, I didn't necessarily meant to like do this whole area. I just wanted to work on the entrance. But since I don't have the villagers that go on that top tier, the first level, I guess, I don't have them yet on the island. I decided to not work on that on this video and start working horizontally. So I just extended this build a little bit, and hopefully I can make it look not like as how do I say this, like it's looking super, I don't know, put together. I can definitely go back later and work on like adding more stuff, you know. At this point I don't have a lot of stuff, and I don't have like the rest of the island to kind of see how it can work in different ways, if you know what I mean. Like when I have more done, I feel like I can go back to certain areas and make them fit better with the rest of the island. So yeah, I've actually said goodbye to Cherry, like she has to leave, and I told her to leave. So we're going to have another villager hunt soon. And I'm excited for that. Like the starter villagers actually asked me to move out so quickly. As I was starting to work on this build, Curly, yes, it was Curly, asked me to leave the island, and I ended up finding Dobby, which I was so happy about because he is one of the villagers that I definitely want on this island, and I was really happy that I was able to find him. This 7-Eleven build, it was like last minute random burst of inspiration, and I ended up doing all the designs for the 7-Eleven because I wasn't finding the stuff that I wanted, and when I can't find something that I want, I just try and do it. I don't have a creator code yet for the 7-Eleven or for the subway stairs that I placed in the beginning of the build, because I may change some things, especially with the stairs. I don't know if I like them. I don't know if I like how they look currently. So I may change things around, and I'll share the codes whenever I feel like they look a little bit more like I want them to look. And yeah, I just try to fill this area as much as possible, and I had to force myself to stop working, but I want to have a parking lot next to it. And here's the final result. I'm really happy with how this turned out. Actually, at the beginning when I started working, I was a little bit afraid that I wasn't going anywhere with this area. So I'm super happy with the result that we got. I hope you enjoyed it as well, and if you did, don't forget to like the video and subscribe to the channel. It helps me out so much. You guys have absolutely no idea how grateful I am for every single person that watches my videos. If you don't know what to watch next, I guess you can either watch my previous island, or you can watch the next episode in case it's up right now. Thank you so much for watching and for being here today, and I hope to see you next time. Bye!